on, guys? Troy Addison, and in today's video I'm going to give you the follow-up, the measurements, every single detail that went into training my arms for 30 days in a row, and I'm going to share exactly what happened.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.
So if you guys saw my first video, it was the steroid trick, all about the nuclei overload science, about what happens to the muscle cell and the nuclei in the muscle cell when you expose it to massive overload and train it every single day for 30 straight days. So my arms have always been a huge genetic weak point. So see my arms right now, getting there pretty good. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you exactly how much I gained on my arms. But my physique, like my chest grows really fast. My shoulders are on point, my traps are on point, even my legs grow really fast. Something about my bis and my tris have always lagged behind. So I saw this video on nuclei overload training, and it basically stated, because I know my other video is like 20 minutes long, I don't want you guys to watch that unless you're really interested in the science and want to spend 20 minutes. But the synopsis of the video was, if you train a muscle group every single day for 30 days in a row, you will increase the nuclei in the muscle cell. And when you increase the nuclei in the muscle cell, it basically grows exponentially faster. In fact, a lot of your genetic makeup on how fast you build muscle mass 100% has to do with the amount of nuclei in the individual muscle cells in each muscle. That's why, if you notice, everybody has one or two muscle groups that just grow much, much faster. I barely train my chest and my shoulders. My bis, I probably trained 3 times as much over the course of my life, and they just have never been able to respond. So I was really curious to see what would happen if I trained my arms every single day for 30 days. So first things first, and by the way, I do have my tape measure right here, so we are going to measure. I'm gonna share exactly where I began and what I ended up at. So I actually started this in January because I had a few slight hiccups along the way. I got sick. I was gonna start this in November because I know I uploaded the first video in November, but I actually started on January 1st. So from January 1st to the very start of February, I trained my arms every single day, and I actually trained them until failure. So I did lots of like close grip reverse preacher curls, and I did a ton of other really unique bicep exercises. In fact, throughout this video clip, just to make it a little more exciting so you're not staring at my face the whole time, I'm gonna share with you a bunch of different bicep clips of unique exercises that I did. And the main thing that I really wanted to do is I just wanted to see what would happen if I just went till fucking failure, like hardcore arm training every single day for 30 days straight. And that is exactly what I did. I just didn't go for like a light little pump. I trained my arms until failure every single day for 30 straight days. Now, I know you guys are really anxious on the measurement, so let me get you that right now. Starting off on January 1st, my arms measured at 16.8 inches. So that's like flexing right around the bicep, right around the entire arm at the peak, 16.8 inches. Now remember, doing nuclei overload training, in the process of doing it, it doesn't mean your arms are getting bigger. All you're doing is you're increasing the nuclei in the muscle cell. So basically it is March, what's today's date? It is March 20th. So I've been training with more nuclei in the muscle cell for about 7 weeks now, and I've been going back to my normal arm routine. So I've only been doing arms 1 to 2 times per week. Basically, I'll have like a back day or a heavy pull day, and I'll do arms on those days. So I've been exposed to more nuclei for about 7 weeks, but here's the thing, I was actually cutting for 4 of those 7 weeks. So whatever results that we find out that I've had, I actually think that if you're watching this video, I actually think you can get much better results, because 4 out of those 7 weeks that I was in basically the prime time of where my biceps can get bigger, I've been in a caloric deficit. Another thing too, like I said, is my arm genetics are really shitty. So 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this video, I think you can actually get much better bicep gains from doing this. Now, you're probably wondering, is this guy an idiot? Your triceps are twice as big as your biceps. Why didn't you do it for your triceps? Well, that's a very valid question. I'm actually doing this on my triceps next because my triceps are another weak point. I just decided to like really dial in and focus on one muscle group at a time when I'm doing the nuclei overload training. So it takes a lot of effort, guys. Like on my heavy leg days and my really intense like trap days and pull days, doing like 5 to 10 sets of biceps to failure at the end of your workout really takes it out of you. There's probably 30% of the days when I just flat out didn't want to do it, but I had to do this experiment. I love doing experiments to myself. The whole channel going forward, I think every single month I want to be doing some type of crazy experiment. So let's see where I'm at. Remember, 16.8 was where I started at. So let's see. Now keep in mind too, I'm a natural bodybuilder. I've been training naturally for like 5 or 6 years, so I've reached a pretty good percentage of my genetic potential. And holy shit, it looks like I am well over 17 now. So let me just get it, make sure it's wrapped around tight. Go here, you guys can see that, look at that. Actually, I'll mark it right here. Ah, I got bad lighting. Mark it right here. Sorry, this lighting's all crazy. 17.2 inch biceps. So that is crazy. I have gained 0.4 inches on my arms from training them every single day in a period. So remember, January 1st, from January 1st to March 20th, I have gained 0.4 inches on my arms. That may not seem like a lot, but that is fucking insane for someone who has been natural, someone who's already reached maybe like 80 to 90% of his genetic potential. I was even in a caloric deficit for 4 of those 7 weeks, and I've still gained 0.4 inches. That's almost a ½ inch on my arms. Let me show you one more time, so just so you guys don't think I'm like lying and like fabricating the results. Let me do a double measure just to make sure. That's fucking crazy. I can't wait to do this on my triceps. Actually, if I really pull tight, I'm like 17.1. So 0.3, 0.4. Yeah, I'd say it's closer to 17.1 than 17.2. But still, if you look on like nattyornot.com, they say most like natural guys can't get more than like 16 or 16.5 inch biceps. I think I can get all the way up to 18 inch arms just because my tris are still really underdeveloped. So I'm gonna do this on my triceps next. And holy shit guys, like this definitely works. I highly recommend you try it. And in my next video, I'm gonna break down more of the exact routine that I did over the course of 30 days. I would say the biggest flaw that I made was I didn't focus on increasing the strength of my pulling. So I did a lot of sets where I would go 15 to 20 reps. I would do tons of close grip curls, tons of other curls, but I wasn't doing heavy cheat curls. And in fact, on my last arm workout, what I did is I grabbed the bar and I did heavy as fuck cheat curls, but I went down as slow as possible on the eccentric portion of the lift. And I really recommend if you guys do this and you incorporate heavy curls, you get really strong wrist wraps. I get mine from Strong Liftwear. They're really strong. They have awesome wrist support. Because if you're like me, like I'm an ectomorph, I have naturally really skinny wrists. If you're pulling every day with a ton of weight on your wrist, you're gonna fuck your shit up. And in fact, I saw a few other videos on YouTube of, I think it was the Hodge twins, it was possibly AthleanX, a few other guys, and they were recommending that you absolutely should not train your arms every day. So we have proved that theory wrong here at Superhuman You. And if you have any questions about this whatsoever, let me know in the comments below. I mean, I have no reason to lie about this. I don't sell a training program around this. I might in the future because it's fucking awesome. But I'm not selling anything. I don't have my name affiliated with like Nuclei Overload training. I'm not like the inventor of it or anything. In fact, there's another guy who spoke about it like 4 years ago. I just did my own version of Nuclei Overload training and I did the experiment and it worked for me. So I know I'm gonna get a ton of hate on this video. People are gonna say, oh, this is bullshit. You can't train a muscle group every single day for 30 days. Look, it worked for me. Will it work for you? There's only one way to find out, guys. If you do the same shit that everybody else does, expect the same results. But here it's Superhuman You. Like, I wanna take my life to the next level, whether it be fitness, business, my fucking bank account, just how good I am at creating videos, how good I am at creating content, how good I am at speaking on camera. I wanna take all my shit to the next level. I'm always challenging myself. I'm always doing new experiments. So if you wanna reach and become the most epic version of yourself, I highly recommend you think outside the box, you try new things. So this is the first of many experiments I plan to do on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas for experiments. I think I'm gonna do one around vertical jumping, vertical leap, because I'm really sick of the whole bodybuilding thing. I love speed and I love vertical jump training. I used to be a basketball player, so I'm thinking that the next challenge might be like 30 days straight of plyometrics or dumbbell squat jumps, see how high I can get my vertical jump. So let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Signing off.